So over the weekend we got a call that the chiller temperature, or the chiller loop, had spiked, went up a couple of degrees. Now, this alarm was present when we got here, motor protector alarm. All three compressors have a motor protector inside. These run in parallel with each other, and the motor protectors are all wired in series. So if one trips, they all shut down. This video is brought to you by Harago.com, a trades-only platform helping you find the right job or the right candidate. Harago.com, best in trade. So here's the motor protector contactors all in the same line, so you can see them on the diagram. 2, 4, and 6. Those compressors are the second circuit that I showed you, and the first compressor on the left was 2, the middle one is 4, and the last one is 6. You can see that these have been siliconed, and some heavy duty zip ties have been put on each case. That's because when we have moisture problems, if it's heavily raining or snowing and the moisture gets on the electronics, these could trip. This has been an ongoing thing with these chillers for many, many years, and we've had to change out some of these motor protectors that have had damage due to moisture, and that's why we attempted this, sealing them up with silicone and zip tying them to prevent the moisture from getting inside. So but basically what we had to do is run all three of these compressors, reset the alarm, and check each one individually to see what would happen. So you can see this meter is kind of moving along the wood here. In the previous shot it wasn't. Now, as soon as the compressor started, that was problematic. This whole platform started to vibrate. And I know that's not normal. It's the HVAC sixth sense kicking in. So we walk around here. This compressor here is vibrating. And it's making quite the odd sound, and you can almost hear a hissing inside of it. I'm not really sure what's going on with it, but we're going to take an amp draw of this compressor and see if it's overamping. Now if we compare the amp draw for the compressor that's vibrating, we're at 29.4 amps compared to this one, which is at 20 amps. So we got a problem with this compressor here, so we're gonna have to shut this down. Each compressor has its own breaker, which is great here. So we shut the breaker off, but the chiller still thinks that this compressor is enabled. That's why the contactor coil is still pulled in. So we're gonna go to the microprocessor, and I'm gonna show you how to disable it from the microprocessor. So in order to disable it from the microprocessor here, we have to have that circuit pumped down. So I know this is hard to see here, but we're gonna go into set here, guys. We're gonna go into compressors, and we're gonna scroll down until we get to compressors 2, 4, and 6. So we're in the compressor screen 2, 4, and 6. So we're gonna drop down here to number 6, and we're gonna disable it. So number 6 is disabled. That contactor now, because it's pumped down, it came out, okay? It stopped from pulling in, but when we enable that pump down switch again, that contactor is now disabled from the system, and it's off here. So this is the safest way to go. We can run this chiller no problem on 5 compressors. It can handle the load. So we're gonna have to get that compressor changed, the third one in the back there, and we're also looking at converting this, because this is R22. We're also looking at converting this as well, so this would be a good time to do that once that compressor comes out of the system.